Hey guys, it's Vanessa at Cake Style. I hope you're having a really great week. I decided to do a video that is a little bit different. I've had a lot of requests to see exactly how I make my beautiful shades of buttercream. So I thought that I would go through with you and show you exactly how I color it and what I use. Now this gorgeous rosette cake has 5 different shades, but we're actually using 8 different Americolors to create those shades. And I'm going to walk you through the whole process before we decorate that cake. Okay, so I've divided up all of my buttercream into 5 bowls. Don't worry, I have all the details for you in terms of how much for each color to create this exact cake. So I'm going to start with the purple, and I'm going to use equal parts of our Americolor Regal purple and also the electric purple. The electric purple gives it a real vibrant sort of shade to it, but adding that Regal helps to add some blue into our buttercream because obviously we've got butter that is quite yellow and we want to counteract that a little bit. And then we have our blue. Now this is a really easy one. I'm just using electric blue. The trick is if you want it to look fairly blue, you need to use the electric. If you don't mind it looking quite aqua and teal, then you can go for the sky blue. But because buttercream has yellow in it anyway, you kind of end up with a sky shade when you pop in the electric blue. Okay, I'm going to be making this green. It's probably one of my all-time favorites and I've used it in quite a few videos, and that is made using turquoise. And I almost forgot to grab out our teal, so we want to throw that in as well. Now with this one, you're looking at probably doing a ratio of 3 lots of teal to 1 part turquoise. And the turquoise just helps so that you end up with a really bright kind of shade that's a little bit lighter. Now it's time for the yellow, which is super easy because it is just lemon yellow. Now, when I do yellows, I always use lemon yellow. Okay, last is the pink, and this is where it gets a little bit quirky. We're going to start with our fuchsia, and I'm going to add that in because the purple in that counteracts some of the yellow in our buttercream. Stir that in, and then you want to add electric pink. Now, if you put in the electric pink on its own, it will either go way too neon if you add too much, or it will kind of look like an apricot-y shade. So adding that fuchsia is the key tip to making sure that you love that color. So now all I'm gonna do is take some 7-inch round cakes. I just bought these at the grocery store because I really wanted to focus on the colors and the design for you guys. So I did a little bit of a cheat this time, and you wanna fill it up with 2 of your colors. You wanna have your blue at the bottom and then your yellow at the top. Now because this cake is so fluffy, you wanna whack this into the fridge for about 15 minutes before we do a crumb coat. Now you can do your crumb coat in a plain buttercream color, but when I write down all the details for you, it's so that you can do half of the crumb coat in blue and half of it in yellow. Now it's time to grab 5 piping bags, and you want to be using a 1M piping tip. Now these rosettes are a little bit easier than the rosette cake that I've had on my channel for ages, in that you only need to do 1 rotation. What you want to make sure though is that as you go up, it gets a little bit taller at the top. So I'm left-handed, so I do kind of like a backwards 6 where I start in the middle and swirl up just a touch, ending higher, and that way our next row will slot over the top and you won't see the ends all the time. And if you're a right-hander, you'll probably feel more comfortable doing a normal 6. So obviously we're working from the center, but yours will look more like a 6, and that tends to be more comfortable. But again, when it comes to piping, try both and see which one you prefer. So we want to work our way up. And then on top, we're just going to do the pink on its own, swirling all the way around. Now, if there is any spots that don't have any icing, you can go ahead and just pipe a little star into them. And there you go, guys. We have our gorgeous rainbow rosette cake. I hope that you really enjoyed it. I wanted this to be something different where we can kind of focus on some of my favorite shades that I love to work with. As always, I have added all of the details in the description box below for you so that you can follow along at home and get the exact same cake. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you again on Tuesday.